Is Diana profitable for early game players? Most players know that Diana is an extremely profitable mare because she brings the mythological rituals, but to make a lot of money you need to spend lots of money on setups costing upwards of hundreds of millions of coins. But today I'm going to test to see if Diana is as good, if not better, than other early game money making methods with extremely early game gear. For this test I used Young Dragon Armor for its speed buff, costing about 1 million coins, but if you don't have enough money for this, you can use Glaciite Armor until you make enough. The weapon isn't too important for this, but I used an aspect of the dragons, which can be swapped for as little as a Raider's Axe. Two items I found to be very important for this money making method are a grappling hook and a rogue sword, to speed up the time it takes to get from burrow to burrow. I also set up my talismans to give me more mana, so I had no downtime in waiting to locate the burrows, as it costs 100 mana every time to find one. And I obviously used a griffin pet. The only rarity you should ever use for this event are common and legendary. Anything else yields no better drops and just makes the mobs more difficult for no reason. But apart from that, the most important thing I used was a mod to locate the burrows. The mod is called Soupy V2, and if you want to use this mod for the next Diana event, I have left links in the description to what you need to download and how to do so. With that out of the way, let's get into how much I made with this money making method. In total, I made about 31 million coins from 8 hours of playing Diana. This works out to about 3.9 million coins per hour, so as good as end node mining if you have good RNG, as mentioned in this video I posted previous. Here's a list of my by hour profit sheet. As you can see, my best hour was about 5.2 million and my worst was 2.7 million. This is a pretty big range, so let's look at the factors that influence your hourly rate. The three main things that influence how much you make are your RNG with dropping feathers, just simply how good you are at the method, and how spread out your burrows are. Probably the biggest factor is your RNG with dropping feathers. Feathers are your main profit from this method, and they have a 66% chance to spawn from each burrow. Otherwise you will get coins ranging from 1 to 5k, which is a lot worse than the 100k for feather. Second is how good you are at the method. What I mean is how fast you can kill the mobs, moving around the map efficiently and knowing shortcuts, as well as managing your mana, so you have enough to locate the next burrow straight away without any downtime. As you can see, the first hour I made only 2.7 million, but after a couple hours I was averaging about 3.5 to 4 million consistently. So this realistically means you can make about 4.2 million after practicing this method. So make sure you give this method a bit of time so you can improve at it and make it viable. How far apart your burrows are is the last main factor to consider in my opinion. Like dropping feathers, it is completely random. To try combat this, make sure you're doing as many burrows as possible at once, so you can be as efficient as possible. Also, knowing your way around the map is a crucial part of this method. After testing Diana for the 8 hours, I can say that it is definitely viable and profitable early game. After I sold my feathers and other items after Diana left office, I made over 32 million coins. This works out to 4 million coins per hour, and factoring in the initial learning curve, it is definitely possible to make 4.5 million coins per hour consistently, which is even better than any other method I showed in my previous video, and it's also a lot more of a consistent method. The only real downside to this method is that it's a rare occurrence and can't be used as a primary money making method due to it being connected to Mare Diana. I hope you enjoyed this video and it helped you make some money in Hypixel Skyblock. Make sure to subscribe, join my Discord and follow my Twitch if you want to see more content like this.